Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another reaction video. This is going to be the official First Descendant reaction video from yours truly. This is going to be my personal take on the game and how I feel about it as a whole. Take a look at this. As you can tell, I have 51 hours in the game, and I've only been playing the game for about a solid week and a half. The First Descendant right now is just one of those games that I've been playing, and I kid you not, I can't get off of it. As you guys can see, I just recently unlocked Velby, and I have to be honest, even though it is a grind to unlock characters in this game, and even though the game is a looter shooter type of video game, it does remind me of Destiny. It does remind me of Warframe. But I say slightly better yet, she waved at me. I'm making sure that I don't compare the First Descendant to other games like that, because if I'm gonna be honest, that's one of the primary reasons why the Callisto Protocol failed when it came out. Not to mention, the Callisto Protocol dropped when the remake for Dead Space came out. And I think the remake came first, and then when Callisto Protocol came out, people were saying, oh, it's supposed to be like a spiritual successor. People were comparing Callisto Protocol too harshly to Dead Space. If people aren't going to allow video games to kind of stand alone, and the first thing that they're going to do is compare it to other games that are just like it, I feel like people are kind of setting themselves up to not like the game. I realize now I've spent more time farming for weapon pieces than Descendants, because I do feel like what the First Descendant does right is it really is keeping me engaged. Now, I know that there are articles out there, and I know that there are YouTube reaction videos out there. Even Asmongold reacted to the microtransactions on the First Descendant, and I would say, you know, just in general for me, I've always been the type of person to just buy a game and play it. I've never really been into the microtransactions of video games. Not to mention, you don't have to buy like the things in the game. Now, granted, the First Descendant is a free game, and for what it looks like, the game looks absolutely amazing. I can't argue with microtransactions in a video game being pricey when the game is free and when the game looks the way it looks. This game looks great. The game plays well. The game keeps me entertained. It keeps me engaged. And when I'm looting, or when I'm trying to like farm pieces, or when I'm trying to find a certain item, there is a tab in the store that you can go to kind of see what materials you're looking for. Like if you're looking for like modules, like transparent modules, which are right now they're the hardest things to get in the game because their percentages are so low. Like to get one part is like 1.5%, but it is still a chance. But the game is true to those percentages. Luckily, there are other places that you can get a particular item if that's what you're trying to do. But I know some materials and maybe some Descendants are late game, which means you'll just have to play through the whole game and level up and unlock other Descendants to unlock areas to get a particular item, part, weapon, or Descendant that you want, if you don't want to outright buy the Descendant from the store. I understand that although microtransactions in the game are expensive, you don't have to buy anything in the store. Like, you really don't. But I do understand that people are going to want characters, and they're going to want a certain level of experience with the game. I just feel like if anyone that has an issue with just the microtransactions part of the game, just remember that you don't have to buy it. Like, the game isn't begging you to buy anything. I know to a certain extent the game can kind of come off as pay to win, but it's a PvE. First off, it's a PvE game, and I don't really see it as pay to win when have the option to get the character if I want anyway. And then it's a co-op experience. Someone else can buy the character and then I win regardless because I have upgraded Descendant to my left and we're just gonna dominate either way. I'm comfortable and happy with the characters that I've unlocked. Like, people really wanted Freya, like, badly. And second to that is Ultimate Bunny, or like firstly is Ultimate Bunny. But I know in the world chat, because you have normal chat and world chat, people were, oh, how do you get Freyna? How do you get her? And I'm like, I just got Freyna just playing the game and just getting drops. This game is more rewarding in that sense, to where you kind of just get gear, you kind of get descendants, and if it's a descendant that you really do want, you can grind and get that descendant. You just have to pay attention to the missions that you're doing and kind of understanding that, okay, if I want to get this part, then I have to do this mission. If I want to get this for this character, then I have to do this mission. Unfortunately, sometimes you will have to play a mission like 15 times if you want to get a part that's super rare to get. But I feel like it's a part of the experience, and then when you finally do get the piece that you're looking for, I really do think that it is so rewarding, because I couldn't wait to get Freyna, and it took me three attempts. But I really do think that the game is great. I have nothing bad to say about the First Descendant, and shout out to the developers, because there really aren't that many games that can keep me on it and playing it by myself for hours on end. And I'm not even, most of the hours that I spent in the game didn't come from farming and grinding a part. It just came from me playing, going around, helping people out with missions, because it's so easy to jump into someone's mission and help them beat the mission you just beat. And these missions can range anywhere from 2 minutes to, you know, 20, 30 minutes. But if your character is powerful, I cleared out a 3-minute mission in like 30 seconds. And then I eventually got this part that I was really trying to get, which is the venom synthesis for Freyna. And I'm like, this is great. It took me like 10, 15 attempts, whereas the 30-minute mission, I'm like, I could do this solo mission 15 times over and possibly get a chance for the part dropping from a boss, which sometimes the item that you're looking for, it'll drop from a boss. No, it'll drop from a mission boss instead of like the 20-30 minute mission bosses, which takes a lot of time. You just have to look at what you're trying to get. And I think that if people can not be so laser focused on buying things in the store, and not be so focused on farming a certain descendant setup, I think that they would have more fun in the game in total. Because like I said, I played a lot of games that I can't stand, and I played a lot of games that I will never go back to. I'm not going to look at the First Descendant and compare this game to anything, because I'm not trying to ruin the experience for me, because I could do that if I really wanted to, but I'm like, that's not something that I would like to do. Like, I like the game. I have nothing bad to say about it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction video. I hope to see you guys in the next reaction video and the next stream. You guys take care. We will see you in the next video. Do yourself a favor, get yourself something to eat, and go to sleep. We'll see you in the next one.